Están viendo Around the Bay Sports. Por favor, denle me gusta y suscríbanse. Esperamos que disfruten del programa. Aquí tienen a estos presentadores.
Come on.
I'm Drew.
And I'm Jack. And this is
Around
The Bay.
Four. Good evening, everyone, or good morning to anywhere else in the world. We are your usual Round of Bay Sports fellas. Jesse will be joining us shortly. We've got a good amount to discuss. And the first topic to obviously bring up is the World Cup final. Now, we also saw there was that third place match between England and France. And that was a really good matchup. It was a very, very high scoring match. England won the match 6-4. Some people don't really care about the third place game. It could be more some than it does to others. But England takes third place, and some people call it a pity game or what have you. But what did you guys think of that matchup?
Well, I said one thing. For people that are watching, what do you guys think of Jack's Spanish? That was all Spanish, in case you guys couldn't hear it. That was all Spanish in our.
Spanish not the best, but I mean, I try my best.
Yeah, coming around. Hey, you know what? Before we begin, here's the crowd. Hold up. Are you? Round of applause to our host today. But yeah, as you're saying, the third place. I mean, of course, no one watches it, but then you're like, it was like 4-0, and we're like, all right, it's over. All of a sudden, it became like the Super Bowl of like comebacks.
Mm-hmm.
It became the Super Bowl.
And he's in Raider gear.
Hello.
Is that the Mendoza jersey?
Yes.
Did it finally come in?
No, I've had it for a minute. I just haven't worn it that much. But today felt.
This is the first time I've seen you in that jersey.
Yes. Today feels appropriate because Fernando Mendoza signed his official rookie contract today.
Oh, yeah, 4-year, $57 million contract.
He got paid.
Yes, he did. But we were just talking about the third place game and how me, Jesse, you and I called it like a pity match. But Amon, continue to what you were saying.
Yeah, I just felt like that was, even though, yes, it probably wasn't soccer, but that was probably the most epic match I've seen just for third place. I know you might say it's pity because with a score that combined 10 goals, 6-4, it was pretty exciting in my opinion.
That's American. That's American soccer. That's not football.
I know.
That is not
it
football.
felt like rage or something was involved in some points since both these teams suffered of coaching decor of losses to the teams that have competed for this title, which we'll talk about shortly. As you can see from our caption here.
Yes. Sorry. Speaking of which, we could talk about it more later, but do you think that kind of format could work in the NFL? The losing teams of the AFC and NFC championship teams face each other instead of the Pro Bowl. I think that would be a more competitive game than the Pro Bowl, even if it is the practice squad players going up against each other.
I don't know. I feel like we'll just more so call it a waste. Like World Cup has done it traditionally for this kind of match, but like people would just be all weirded out by if the NFL were to do something like that.
Do you want a half and half, Frosty?
We'll be back. Hey, Jack, relay your question again. Sorry, folks.
No, I was just mainly just talking about the third place match. All right, Drew, what are your thoughts?
Honestly, you call it stat padding game for Mbappe. He's the one who ended up leading the whole World Cup and all time in goals, and it was just a pity game. And I think, didn't expect to have that high scoring game that, we expect a third place game. But, England did it, and it was probably the best finish since the 1960s. So good for England.
See, that's my issue with the game. a game that has no importance to the actual World Cup champion, I don't think stats should carry over for that game. I don't see how he didn't make it to the championship, but Mbappe wins the Golden Boot on the third place game, and then Messi has to then work harder to try to win when he made it to the championship round of the tournament.
We'll talk
Yeah, I
about it.
mean it's more of a individual trophy. It's just not really just given to like who was famously the MVP and all that stuff. But I mean Mbappe was just like scoring in every game except when it was against Spain. But he was just like the best guy out there. And I mean, high scoring game. No one really had much care into the game. You could probably just like tell by how the like players were. But it's just
Yeah. I didn't
I mean-
bother watching. I just saw 6-4, and I'm like, that's not football.
No,
I
I,
don't know much
I
of
felt
football.
like I think people realizing because they won't know because everyone assumed we'll talk about it, that Messi was going to win this. That's all he wanted. So people were like, take away from the Golden Boot. The winner of that is Mbappe. But
See, that's like, sorry, I'm bringing it back to the NFL for a second. That's like if this was the NFL and somebody was like the clear about to win MVP of the league, and then somebody had an extra game and they threw for 10,000 yards, or they throw for 250 yards and 4 touchdowns in a game, and somehow they become the MVP. So I just don't understand how a third place game is equivalent to, oh, you made it to the championship and you're the leading goal scorer.
I mean, they're gonna count like every match like as a match, whether it's like third place game, quarterfinals game, or the final. That's just how pretty much how it is.
I get that, and that's something that I don't really like about the World Cup, because it's like, why would people want to play in that game, a third place game? What does that mean? That just means that you're second loser of the World Cup at that point.
Yeah, pretty much. You're not wrong there. But now let's talk about the World Cup final. So it was Spain against Argentina, and it was quite. It was started off pretty slow. There wasn't really too much going on, but Argentina practically was playing dirty almost all game. And shout out for that comment. And it's just like just the Spain, the way the Argentina was just playing too aggressive, and they're also just playing too angry because they've never been shut down like this before against anyone else. I mean, how do you guys think it started off?
Yeah, I thought this game was a total domination by Spain. Like when you look at the final stats, Argentina only had one attempt,
goal.
on goal, one shot on goal, and Spain had 20 of them.
I got a compliment from Jack Spanish.
You know?
Man, go.
Thanks,
But I didn't hear it. Can you do it again, please?
All right, we're gonna do the intro.
We're gonna do the intro again.
You want to do the intro or not? I just wanted to say it.
I can watch it
Say
after.
it.
I'll watch it after.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
watch it out because it's literally the first thing. We'll like have the music going and then like just go from there.
A different type of music, just for what's happening.
Definitely, yeah.
But let's see. Drew, what do you think?
Total dominance for Spain throughout the whole game. I thought Spain, it should have been in one. I thought it should have been a 1-0 game. I feel like they had so many chances to score. With like I think the first 5 minutes of the game, Yamal had a chance to score, and then decided to use his dominant feet instead of use the weak feet. So they had so many chances to score. He just didn't took them the full 120 minutes just to get one goal. But yeah, the defense amazing throughout the whole tournament. You know, the only like top opponent for Spain was Cape Verde, their first game, which you know that was their toughest opponent. Didn't score a goal, but also didn't allow a goal. So it's kind of like I guess Cape Verde should have been like a winner because that's the only team that played both Spain and Argentina tougher. So, but I'm glad Yamal got his trophy. Messi's passing the torch. But disclaimer, Messi's still the GOAT. Like, even though they lost, Messi's still the GOAT.
Yeah, and I don't think this is his last World Cup. I think he'll play in one more.
You think he'll play at the age of 40, what, 2?
3. 43, 42, 43. Yeah.
I mean, it does feel like, I was going to ask that, I was saying my response to the game, but like, just now since you brought it up, yeah, I was just thinking, like, is this his last? Heck, I asked a friend that was at the party I hosted. Oh, my parents are not. I was just thinking, like, is that his last? And he thought no, because it's like you're 40 something years old in the year 2030. Because then I feel like he can maybe do one more, but it's just up to him. I mean, it's not. It's like, as we know, throughout the World Cup, we heard Ronaldo. He said he's done as soon as he's eliminated. Neymar said he was. He said.
I still think he has one more in him.
Yeah, but for Messi, it's for him to decide. But
no, sorry, I was talking about Ronaldo. Sorry,
Ronaldo.
I think Ronaldo has one more.
So you think Ronaldo's gonna nah, never mind. I'm gonna keep going.
Yep, especially with where the World Cup is for the next time it comes.
That's true. I mean, then see
Portugal.
Messi.
He'll be like 45. He'll be Tom Brady's age when he retired.
Heck, I mean, LeBron, this man's almost 40. He's practically almost 50 at this point. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, just my thoughts on the game. Like we've all been saying, Spain was quite dominant. I mean, it's not like Argentina just gave up. They tried, but this is how Spain plays. They play football, and football, as we call it. Like they play, if they play their soccer, they control. They're known for possessions, and if they control, all it needs just one goal, and they finally did it. Took a while, but they finally did it. You know.
Yeah, I remember I wore this exact shirt when Spain last won the World Cup. Now, it was a lot larger on me because I was like just 10 years old at the time. Just being in Spain with my family and my aunt and my cousin, my grandparent, and my grandparents. And it was crazy when Iniesta scored that game winner for Spain against the Netherlands when it happened. And now this time, those years, Ferran Torres scores the game winner. And I couldn't believe when they finally scored. Like because also in that game, Argentina guy, I don't remember what his name is, but he got a red card. And that's just what he did. I was screaming my lungs out of the TV when that happened because that was just like an unnecessary kind of I know it wasn't fully intentional, but that was a dirty play from like just trying to go for that because it was unnecessary to go for. And that was like the lifeline for Spain. Because Spain was getting opportunity after opportunity. And by the way, that Argentinian goalie, he was fantastic, by the way.
Yeah.
He stopped a bunch of goals. He actually has the most saves for a goalie in a World Cup final history. And I believe it was I don't remember how many it was. I think it was like 17 or something like that, some insane high number. But I remember I said in the beginning when I was disappointed to be part Spaniard because Spain had a draw against Cape Verde. Now I'm a proud Spaniard, half part Spaniard because Spain won the World Cup. So, and my dad's uncle, who was alive for a very long time, he was like a big Spain football fan, and he did not see a single World Cup win. And now me and my dad have seen 2 Spain victories in our lifetime. Now, for the rest, honestly, the rest of my life, I never have to say a bad thing about Spain for the rest of my life because I saw 2 World Cup wins, and I'm 26 years old. What do you guys think?
Well, now
sorry, go ahead, Evan.
Well, not only that, just a fact to share. As you can see, why do we say Spain conquers all of football? This is the first country that both men's now, for the first time in 16 years, And the women's who just won recently, I mean, not recently, but the last Women's World Cup, they're like the only country right now that's done this. So it's like, in a way, in a worldwide perspective, when it comes to World Cup, Spain is like the conquerors at this point. So I just thought to share that.
And also, Spain, like a few years ago, they also won the Euro Cup. So that's also something not to forget. So Spain is on a dominant run right now.
We'll see if the women's can maybe, as you know, the women's is upon us next year in the same month of June. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah.
Yeah, Jesse, Drew, what are you guys' thoughts?
Yeah, I think the big win for Spain and winning the World Championship. I thought Argentina was going to win, but it didn't even seem like offensively they were able to keep up with the defense of Spain. I feel like both sides were even the commentary was horrible on this game. I just have to say they were clearly favoring Argentina.
Yeah, of course they were. Right from the get-go. Oh, this play's not dirty. Oh, that shit ain't red. It's like get better commentators. Like I get you guys are corrupt.
Yeah, I mean, I'll let Drew share his thoughts, and let's just do a little rabbit hole deep dive on those two guys, real quick. But go ahead, Drew.
I mean, Spain dominated the whole game. I mean, glad that, I don't have to hear. I mean, I feel bad for Messi, but it's the only Argentinian people I know I feel bad for. But in terms of the rest of Argentina, I'm happy they lost because they're classless. Don't have good sportsmanship with other fans, other countries, fans of other country. So I'm super glad that they lost. So, but the commentator, obviously, they're American. Obviously, they're always going to be trying to be biased as possible. So, but glad that it worked out. The World Cup in America, Canada, and Mexico did a good job. Hopefully, United States can get another one probably in 2038. So
I think it's too soon. It's too soon.
Yeah.
Even with expanding to 64 teams.
No, I think it's too soon for the U.S. to get another World Cup.
Well,
That's what
let you know, we haven't won one yet.
U.S. is never going to win it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The U.S. will never win a World Cup.
Yeah, because we don't invest money
there's
on
like
youth
certain
soccer.
sports things we'll never see in our lifetime. That's definitely going to be one of them.
All we have to do is
it's because our school system is different than in England and around the world. They actually, at the age of 13, they send their kids to a sports academy to specifically train in the sport of football.
Yeah, we don't have sports academy. That's a problem.
Well, just let you know, guys. Most of these people who played for like Pulisic, red and black, the team with the red and black jerseys,
AC Milan.
Two people play for like the England, like U team or something. Like most of these players are from overseas. I mean, they were born in the U.S., but they were from like back of whatever. That's what we call this whole golden age, which is now just a closed book at this point.
That's two players, though. We are never going to advance.
I'm saying most. I'll be right back.
Especially when we have our goalie who plays in the MLS, one of the worst leagues for competitive football. And you saw that on full display in their elimination game when he allowed a goal. When he tried to clear it and he missed it, he pulled... What was that kicker for the... I forgot what game it was where he kicked directly into the turf and missed the ball completely. Was that Younghoe Koo?
It might have been.
Might have been.
I'm not entirely sure, so don't.
Not entirely sure, yeah. I know you're trying to think. I know you're thinking, though.
But yeah, we're not going to win with MLS players. It's the same thing with Mexico. They don't play in a competitive league either, so I don't see them advancing. This was a miracle, I think, that they advanced to the round of 16.
Against better teams.
That's what we're talking about?
Sorry, I said about they compared both U.S. and Mexico. They don't play in competitive leagues. Like, if you have somebody playing in the MLS, I don't see you really moving on to deeper into the tournament. That's why I think the world is getting better at basketball, because they're taking the same approach with basketball that they have for football, where they send their children to sports academies and stuff. They did that with Giannis. No, sorry, not Giannis,
Jokic,
with
Luka.
Jokic and Luka. Yes, he was playing professional basketball since the age of 16 years old against a
Yeah, that's the
growing.
problem. That's the problem. Is that our president doesn't invest in academies. You know, if 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 he like invests in academies and have play a better, have a competitive league, then it'll be a much different outcome. I can tell you that.
Yeah,
I think there's like one or two sports academy, actual like school
Yeah, that's the
academy.
problem. We need more.
Is it like IMG, or I forgot the name of the school that mainly focuses on sports?
yeah, but I think the
IMG.
U.S. needs to do better. Is just do better recruiting, like even from players that are like aren't like 100% from like America or like have like an American citizenship that are like really really good. Try to like recruit those kind of guys, or just try to like start something at like a young age, so that way like
We are young.
you just try to prep like other countries do. Like that's how like Spain got like Yamal. That's like a prime example. And if the USA can do that, maybe they can get past like a certain round. Maybe they can get to like semis if they want it, if they can get that far. But it's just they just don't have. It's amazing. We have all these like millions of people in this country, and we can't form like above average soccer team. In my honest opinion.
Or as we keep saying, sorry, as we keep saying, I don't. People that are watching, let us know. Will the U.S. ever win a World Cup in
Never,
your life?
never.
I mean, same for Mexico and Canada too, because this is just when it comes to world play, it's mainly Europe, mainly them, and
Yeah.
South
Kind of
America.
crazy thing also is like Yamal. Like Spain just won the World Cup. He's only 19. The next time they have the World Cup, he's going to be like 23. So that's just it's just incredible. Also, I think Spain's like one of the first countries in the World Cup final to start two teenagers, which to me is also unbelievable. And Yamal, he didn't play his best performance in the world, like in the world, like just in the World Cup in general. But I mean, he still made contributions. He still made assists. And he had a couple. Like he had some really good kicks also. But again, it wasn't like anything enough to win the championship. But all in all, he should still be looked at should still be looked to give credit to him. Sorry, but yeah, it's
Yep. We might. Hopefully, maybe for Spain, they can finally break the 70-year drought of winning back-to-backs, because that still has not happened yet.
Yeah, it has not happened since this, I believe in the 60s when Brazil did it.
Not only that, actually, real quick before we move on, I got misinformation. I thought Yamal would be the second youngest. He's actually tied for third. He's 19 now. And apparently, Pele was first. But there was also a guy from Brazil. I forgot the name, but he was at like 18 when he won his first, and then like an Italian player, him and one other. But like, so I got a little misinformation when I mentioned that in our last stream.
Okay. Another question I have for you guys is: who is your favorite player to watch during the World Cup?
Erling Haaland.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on Haaland, Jesse?
I think he's the next GOAT. Once Ronaldo and Messi retire, I think he is going to be the next GOAT of soccer.
So what would it be, 28?
Do you think Norway's going to win a World Cup final at some point?
No, I still don't think that they have the pieces. Maybe towards his last run as a player, I think maybe they might.
I think the recruiting for Norway is going to go through the roof with Haaland after all this.
Yes.
But I mean, Norway, they looked pretty good. They pulled off an upset against Brazil, but then they lost to who did they lose to again?
England.
England.
And they lost to England, and I believe it was an extra time.
Yeah, nice. But yeah, sorry, I was just looking at IMG Academy, comparing it to an English academy for sports, and the difference between that is you have to pay in order to go to IMG Academy, and that is, and I feel like that's ridiculous. Only if you have money you're able to go to like an academy like that. Yet in England, it is fully funded with scholarships and opportunity for all of their elite players. That is where U.S. greed comes in.
Actually,
We're a big country, aren't we, guys?
Actually, you know what? You mentioned about we're talking about money. Do you know what happened when Spain won the World Cup? Because apparently there's some, I don't know if it's a law, but it's like about an out-of-country team winning this, the IRS gets involved.
That's stupid.
Like I don't know if Spain won like 50-something, million or something. Definitely something in that range. And there's like about like some IRS thing apparently, like some I don't know some law.
No, that's
share that. But yeah.
Amon, who's your favorite player in the World Cup?
I probably would say, speaking of England, was it Bellingham? What's the name?
Yeah, Bellingham.
Bellingham. Because, like, Kane, he's probably he could maybe do one more, but I feel like Bellingham will carry the next chapter for England. Because, the way he even plays, like, even against Norway, first time just seeing him, I just felt like, wow, he's just amazing to play. And I just feel like his play style could hopefully help England out in general. I think he's like the next chapter for England. And we'll see where it goes.
That's Drew. Who's your favorite player in the World Cup?
Y'all mentioned Holland. He was fun to watch. Obviously, Bellingham was also fun to watch. But also Cape Verde as a team, they're a fun team to watch. And even though they got eliminated by Argentina, I thought they were fun to watch. And also I thought just watching Yamal play, like seeing how he experienced a better environment like that, like he created chances for his teammates, which is really important in football. So I thought that was important. And he didn't score a goal, but like he created chances for other teammates. So I appreciate that from a Yamal. So glad he got his moment.
Yeah, I would say I got like a few guys that were my favorite. Like I liked Mbappe. He was playing great every single game he pretty much played except Spain again.
Yeah, he plays for Chelsea though.
I liked Mbappe. Like obviously, I'm gonna like a soccer player until they play against my team, my country, my half country. But let's see.
Yeah, we'll talk about
Holland. I liked watching Holland because Holland, he's a funny guy. He's definitely got a lot of Viking history in his blood. Obviously, that's just an obvious, And I thought the most interesting team to watch. I'm still gonna go with like Spain, but I'm still gonna say Spain. But I liked watching Cape Verde because Cape Verde they had heart and they have guts, and guts is enough to win you anything. But they should have gone obviously past Argentina, and some people do want to admit that, some don't. But and when you guys are done, I got one final thing to say about Argentina before we fully move on. Whenever you guys, if there's anything else you guys want to talk about.
Well, we have a comment here mentioning that this happened, folks. A lot, 10,000. I think it was like 10,000 signatures or something. That there was a petition to kick out Argentina for like 10 years, just because of their behavior. And of course, as we know,
right.
But no, as we know, it goes a little deeper than that. We're not going to. We're not going to There was some sign they wrote that's some kind of history fact that happened. We're not going to go that approach. But yeah, he asked, like, wouldn't that be crazy if that actually happened? What would that even be a symbolize for World Cup?
Yeah,
That
I
at
don't
that
know
point
what
the
they're
World
talking
Cup
about, but I heard
shouldn't
about that.
exist anymore.
Like kicking out someone just because of how, as
Yeah,
Drew
but
mentioned,
there's
racial
a
and-
certain rule in FIFA where you can't like display a political thing on the field. It is like a rule, and if you break it, you get suspended a match. The South Korea one time did it against North Korea, and they were suspended a game because of it, and that cost them like in their group stage.
Mhm.
So Argentina does the same thing. Walk away hands free. Don't even get any type of punishment whatsoever. Now I kind of understand because it's the World Cup final, but it's just there's just so much corruption that was going on with Argentina refs. The refs and FIFA did everything they could to get Argentina.
Except for this ref, I would
Everything.
say, at the final.
And everybody knows that Argentina should have lost to Egypt, but that one goal was taken away for absolutely no reason. And if you want to watch that, you can on your own time at some point. But I mean, it's just the thing that Argentina, like stuff that the Argentina team would get away with, to me is absurd. And honestly, it all finally caught up to them in the end. And
Can I just say, sorry, as since we're from the U.S., I don't think we have a right to talk about corruption. We literally got a rule overturned to allow a player that had a red card to play in the.
Yeah,
well, I mean,
it's true. Yeah, I agree.
okay, call what you will, but I mean,
When the red card still stood, they just suspended the suspension.
Yeah.
and
That made no sense
And it
to me.
literally did us. I think it actually made us worse.
Yes.
That's what Balogun even admitted from what his teammates told him, and he said to the public. So even if he was instead not suspended, maybe the result would have turned out differently. But I mean, we're obviously never going to know that.
Enough.
But I mean, it's just they did everything they could for Argentina, and one guy wasn't going to save an entire game from going to the next round because it was just never going to happen. I don't even think we were going to beat. I didn't even know if we were going to beat Belgium or not. Belgium was just really good, and Belgium, by the way, the only team to score a goal against Spain in the entire World Cup. Just
That was Austria. I thought it was Austria who scored.
No, Austria didn't score anything.
Oh.
But so they play countries like France, they play like Austria, they even play Argentina in the end. All those teams, no goals. But it's just and there was this kind of thing. There was just also this thing where Messi said this guy was high and covering his mouth. Messi was kind of I'm not gonna say certain words, but that was just a stupid move by him. But he was doing this. This is barely coming. If it was like this, I get it. But he was just barely doing anything. And it's like this when you're in a classroom, and then there's the smart, a teacher's pet kind of kid, and you say whisper something under your breath, then the kid tries to get the teacher's attention. That was the kind of move that Messi did. And I mean,
I have to say that.
Was it trying to make them even? Of course it was, but there was no clear evidence of him fully covering his mouth. If you want to defend him, by all means, been defending him. But I think he was that was just trying to even the odds and do stupid stuff.
I am not defending him, but if there are clear rules saying if you cover your mouth and you're being thrown off, I would be trying that the entire game. If I see somebody even just doing that, I'm gonna be like, oh, he covered his mouth. He should be kicked off. It's a stupid rule, but other people benefited from that rule, so I don't see a problem with it. If the rule is in place.
Yeah, but I don't think the ref even decided to take a sniff at it because it was hardly covering the mouth at all. And first off, in Argentina fighting after the game, that shows them who they're true. Sometimes when you lose at a certain point in a championship or whatever, how you react after is how your true colors are. In Argentina, their true colors, I mean, sure, their flag is like a light blue and a white, but they pretty much got like turned into demons after the game and just started fighting everybody. If it was up to me, I would have brought a bunch of bulls from Spain and charged them right out in Argentina because of that bulls thing that was going on in Spain around like the same time, which is kind of funny. But I mean, just how the Argentina was after the game is just not okay. And like I know the Argentinian fan, like their fans are known to be racist. It's not a secret. Like it's a known fact. There's even this like story where Argentina was actually playing in Atlanta, and like there was this Argentina guy who was being like a racist to like a bunch of black cops, and the cops beat his ass for that. And it's like, of all places you're gonna do that in the entire country, you're gonna do that in the South. To me, that's just not a good idea. But let's move on to our next topic. So, for the second time, for the second time in the Warriors' history, the Warriors won the G League, the Summer League title, which has been done for their second time in their history. And the MVP was Yaxel Lindebor, who's gonna be like a future, like he could be very, very good for the Warriors in the future. I know he's like one of the older rookies in the NBA, but I think this is a promising start for the Warriors. I mean, I assume you guys didn't really watch the game and pay attention to it, but what are your thoughts about that?
Well, hey, Drew and I saw it after the
final
of the World Cup, and it was exciting, I would say. I mean, of course, it wasn't like NBA Finals X, how you call it, but
it was an NBA final situation.
it was like NBA final situation. Because know what's so funny? You actually win rings, so the Warriors are now the 6th-time champs, hypothetically. But yeah, I mean, I think we could say to help Curry out in a way. I mean, there's still some things he might need to work on, but he can shoot, which, as we know, for the Warriors, if you can shoot the three, you're on the team. I feel like should be our slogan for the Warriors. Yeah, it was very exciting. I mean, Boozer, who's only 19, but looks like he should be like 25. But Boozer played to the end. It was a great one for the Warriors. And, yeah, like, what are you guys' just thoughts real quick on winning rings in the Summer League? It was the first time seeing this as for your own team winning. You're like, not only they win a trophy, they actually win a ring.
I like that, though. That's interesting. That gives them motivation for the season. I am a bit worried, though, because Draymond and Yaxel have been lightly going at each other, but you know Draymond's history with
Jordan Poole.
Young players.
Well, it's because Draymond and Yaxel went to private school, so like
that shouldn't matter. You guys are on the same team now. That's how I feel about Graham Ike, if he actually is a Warrior. The second he is not, then yeah. That's how I feel about Pods.
It's definitely
with the Santa Clara.
Yeah, I still.
It's definitely great.
Don't even get me started with Zemsky because I'm gonna go off.
Just like
usual.
He's playing above where he's supposed to play. So
if he plays bad next season, then I'm gonna say, hey, let's trade him again. But they're not going to. He actually might be. I feel like he might be Steve Kerr's like long lost son. In all honesty. But yeah, I think this is very promising for the Warriors. There was also a couple of guys that played pretty well, like Will Richard. I like to call him Little Richard, like the singer from a long time ago. He played pretty. I think he made like 4 or 5 threes, something like that. There was this other guy, last name Smith, who made like 7 layups. Who was just balling. I think he had a double-double. And I'd like to see Axel Lindeborg also had a double-double. I think this is promising for the Warriors. I would definitely play I like Lindeborg's game already better than I do Podziemski's. So I know, and I get that they play 2 different positions. Like Lindeborg is a forward and Podziemski is a guard, so they play 2 different areas. I'm just
I don't want to
curious.
see he actually get better at defense. That's the one area I think he needs to improve because he didn't
I'm just
light up
interested
the
in
scoreboard like in
how
that
they're
way.
not going to fully create their lineup because, I mean, the Warriors, they're probably not going to get LeBron. Draymond still needs to sign his still needs to do a contract because he declined his player option with the Warriors. And
To get LeBron.
I feel like if like Draymond first does a player option, then the Warriors will definitely miss out. Then the Warriors definitely missed out on LeBron. There's already a possibility. Also, let's move on to this. So I noticed on YouTube that the Heat had apparently a press conference ready
Live stream.
to
Yeah, live
introduce
stream.
LeBron to the Heat, which I think is either a big mistake or they just leaked early information that could possibly happen. And if that's the case, if LeBron does wind up going to the Heat, then he's playing with Giannis and Bam Adebayo.
Mm-hmm.
So like their front court is like because they'll probably have Davion Mitchell and Wiggins at the guard, and then all of a sudden you got those three.
I think you got LeBron. If it happens, LeBron at point, Wiggins at they're going to go big here or tall. Wiggins at shooting, Giannis, and then either Bam at center or Powell and whatever they're like center.
Where's the scoring going to be?
That's the problem. Good thought. Because LeBron, he wants the ball. Giannis, I know he damn sure wants the ball. Bam, if he needs it, he'll have it. But mainly it's these two, Giannis and LeBron. So we'll see how that works, and we'll see how the future goes if that occurs.
The math isn't mathing there for the scoring aspect of it.
I heard
It's just like there's still a bunch of like free agents that are like still like pretty good that are available. Like
James Harden
is still available. There's just like a bunch of others that could also.
I think he's waiting till LeBron. I think he's waiting till LeBron makes a decision.
Wait, who's a free agent?
James Harden.
Never. That guy is a fraud. I don't want him anywhere near the Warriors.
I feel like he's going to be like just like another Dan Marino, like really good player, don't win a championship. And he came close for the Cavs, but
that's the thing. He always comes close, and then he fades when the team needs him the most.
Real quick, hypothetically, what would be the Warriors starting lineup if LeBron joins?
Let's see, Steph,
Draymond.
I don't know if I'd put Podziemski in that starting lineup.
Porzingis. Well, who's going to play? Who else? And then obviously LeBron. But who's going to be the shooting guard then? Because we don't have Moses Moody.
Well, I'm just
going on Jimmy Butler.
Like I just imagine Curry, Jimmy when he's back, LeBron, either Horford or Draymond, and then Porzingis, and Draymond plays the 6 man.
I mean,
or Pods
if Jimmy Butler was like 100%, I would say Steph, Butler, Bron, Dre, Porzingis.
Porzingis, yeah.
What is it going to be before Butler's? Because there's reports that he's not going to come until January, either December to January.
Well, then it's Curry.
I just don't know.
Would you put Seth out there? Seth Curry?
Well, Seth Curry doesn't have a contract with the Warriors.
Wait, really? I thought he was signed for another season.
No, I don't think so.
I think it was like 1 year.
You'd have to look that up. Maybe I'm mistaken.
Well, actually, you mentioned about LeBron.
And I mean, even Gary Payton, like the second, he's still a free agent.
Oh, he is a unrestricted. Gary Payton also is a
he's a free agent.
Okay, yeah, we might have to stick with Pods because we also let Pat Spencer go, which I think was a mistake.
That was a mistake. I would say.
Yeah, that was. Where did he go to again?
I think the
Suns. But he's on
actually for the price. I will say no. For the price, that wasn't a mistake. But
actually, speaking of a price, what do you thought of our Boston College rookie?
I know nothing.
He signed a 3-year deal with the Grizzlies.
Wow.
Who?
Quentin Post. Just kidding.
Oh yeah, I think.
Oh, he lost Post.
Yeah, 3 years. So I don't know how much. Money.
30 million.
Yeah, 3 year, 30 million.
Of course,
I think he might have the same agent as Tobias Harris's agent.
the Warriors did not want to match because we're trying.
No, and why should they?
They're waiting.
I like Post, but I'm not paying him $30 million.
Unless we're actually going to use him.
If I was on drugs, I would give him $30 million. But since I'm not, I'm not giving him that money.
I mean, I'm just happy. I'm like, wow. There's someone's willing to give him a shot. At least have fun. Yeah, Tobias Harris. But I kind of did like the guy he played, and he just fell off the rotation.
He got injured at the end.
He can't do like a 15-man rotation.
Wait, then who are our centers then?
Al Horford and
Porzingis.
And we just probably that Graham Ike guy too.
Ike.
I really like Graham Ike.
That's if he makes the team. That's if he makes the team. That's if he makes the team.
I know you don't like him. I know you don't like him because he was like Gonzaga and all this other stuff.
No, it was good.
But he was balling in the summer league.
Like I want to, but I don't think he's going to make it yet. I don't think he's going to make it.
What are you talking about? I think he's perfect. I think he's a perfect third big man. And besides,
I think he's more of a power forward.
Besides, you're going to need a young big man. Besides, you're going to need a young big man. Porzingis, he gets hurt, and Al Horford's like 100.
Ike's more of a forward though than a center.
That's the thing.
Then you can try to train him to be a center. I mean,
you can't train him.
Bam Adebayo's like what? Like 6'9".
The problem is, it's like in today's NBA, you need a pretty good size, and
I don't think he's tall enough to play center.
He's not tall enough for a center, and I just don't like. He's strong for sure, but he doesn't. I don't think he might build to get the body, but just the size he is. That's just the issue.
I think this brings up a question about college basketball. I'm going to bring it here real fast.
All right.
Do you think the dynasty of Gonzaga being a serious contender is over, since they haven't had a first overall selection in the draft in a while? Like,
I think that died as soon as Jalen Suggs got drafted. That was that. I mean,
as soon as Holmgren got drafted.
Yeah, Holmgren. That was that, because you see that team. I mean, they have good players, but it's not like. I mean, I thought maybe at least get one drafted, but he ended up.
Timmy was gonna get drafted in the first round, but
yeah, I would say it's the dynasty's been dead. Let's say I'll add more to it.
Honestly, I think Graham Ike could be like. I also think that Graham Ike could be trained to be a center.
Shout out LJ Cryer for also carrying us.
Yeah, Bam Adebayo is a 6'9" guard, 6'9" center, and he scored 83 points, being at 6'9".
But he has the body.
I'm not saying Graham Ike can score that much, but I'm saying Graham Ike can still find success being that height.
Yeah, but it's really the size. Bam he has his body.
It's not really.
That's just my opinion.
Depends on how you're trained. Heck,
if he makes the team, I'll be happy. But I just think
if he doesn't make the team, I will be shocked.
I think he'll sign a G League contract to start, and then we'll bring him in later if we need him.
As we know, we're the Warriors and we're quite injury prone as of late. So we'll see. He'll probably definitely get some reps.
Probably like a two-way or something. A two-way deal.
Yeah. Probably at least. So we'll see. I mean, if he makes it, I'll be happy. We'll down the line, we'll see.
Shout out to LJ Cryer though.
Or being like getting an NBA contract instead of G League.
Nice, the Bucks drafted him. He said went for another guy. And I guess he's doing pretty good. It's like a mini Jokic if he felt this first. All right.
Let's see. What else are we talking about?
Valkyries.
Oh yeah. We're also going to talk about the Valkyries. The Valkyries, they are still in second place, I believe, in the entire WNBA. And the Valkyries only in what, like their second or third year?
Second year.
And so far, how the way they've been playing has been pretty impressive. But right now, it's the All-Star break, I believe, going on for the NBA. The All-Star game is, I believe, Saturday at 8:30.
Saturday, and then tomorrow is the 3-point contest.
So far, the Valkyries' record has been a solid 9-18. And the last game that they lost, but they won 9 out of the last 10. So the team in front of them, the Minnesota Lynx, I believe they're called, have won 7 in a row.
Lynx.
But it's very interesting because like Valkyries don't really have like a mega superstar on the team. Though every time they go up against a team like Indiana with like Peyton Clark, they've just managed to beat her. But what do you guys think about how they've been playing so far?
I mean, just recapping last game, I know they lost. Congrats to the Mystics. They're starting to become something down the
I mean, they beat the Aces last night.
They beat the Aces and they beat the Lynx on the road. So I heard that.
Wait, are the Aces in first? Are they the first place team, or who's in first?
No.
So Minnesota.
The Lynx are first place team. The Aces are third behind us.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, just watching. I mean, I've been wanting to watch more, but sometimes the schedule mixed up with other pretty big games like the World Cup and Like
now you can. Now you can.
Now you can, folks. So just let you
after
know.
the All-Star game, obviously.
Yeah, after the All-Star game. But as you know, the World Cup is concluded. Of course, you might watch baseball. If not, you got the WNBA if you just want to just watch something. Or watch some
the playoffs are really exciting to watch. I can tell you that.
Going about the Valkyries, though, it's quite exciting. Not only that, recently, ESPN updated for the WNBA favorites, and Valkyries are like, I think, third highest.
We're only behind the Aces and the Lynx.
Yeah, I think we're like third or fourth highest. So as we know, they got to the quarterfinals, lost to the Lynx, but it's like,
it's promising.
It's promising. And yeah, as you mentioned, Jack, you look at this team, you're like, well, it's not like Asia
superstar.
Superstars like Asia Wilson, Becker,
Caitlin Clark, Paige Beckers.
We're like kind of like, you could say small market, but we're kind of just like built within a player because it's like something about playing in the Bay. You feel the energy from the Bay that gets you riled up. With like playing, like people say who play in the Bay Area, it's like it's awesome. You just want to stay there forever. Just because you love. It's just we have the best atmosphere. I hate to say it, but anyway, yeah, the Valkyries though. I mean, they'll hopefully get their 20th win after the All-Star break. But it's very promising. And
probably going to go one more, I assume.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be in the playoffs. And hopefully this time maybe get a little closer. Not only that, the WNBA is expanding to 55 games now.
55? That was 50.
It was 50?
Yeah, okay. I think it's 50 next
season. Since they're expanding overall with like 3 new teams coming up.
It's going to be 55. Yeah. Like going for next season, it's going to be 50.
Yeah, 55. So they're just, the WNBA just in general, it's expanding year by year. And eventually.
And then the Connecticut team is going to go to Houston.
Yeah, there's that too. But yeah, Drew, what's your thoughts? What do you think of the Valkyries, at least what you saw?
I mean, even though they lost against the Mystics on Monday, I mean, they've been playing awesome basketball. Like Jack said, they took down the Fevers. Like, they have a superstar in Caitlin Clark.
I feel like a lot of teams could take down the Fever, though.
Yeah.
What are they ranked?
The Fever are taking a bit of a hit.
Number 5.
Like, they took down, obviously, Caitlin Clark. They also took down the Liberties, who's also, like, one of the favorites, Like,
they're taking a hit, too, due to injuries.
Yeah, but they'll usually...
how are the Liberty doing?
I think they're...
Second. One of the last place? One of the last spots for the playoffs?
I think they're in last just due to injuries. They've been quite injury prone.
Yeah.
Been hurt.
There could be a trade there. Send Sabrina to the Bay.
Yes,
Back
Sabrina.
Oh, the seventh.
Back to Walnut Creek.
Like, it would be nice, but just to let you know, the way our GM thinks is kind of a bit different. Maybe she'll get you. Because as we know, in the draft, for some reason, we like to trade our rookies. Or at least release them and just start with other players. It's kind of sucks, but it's been promising. Got in the playoffs first year, pretty much getting the next year. We'll see what happens later on.
How many games
we got it ends in September, late September.
Late September. Well, yeah.
The regular season?
Yeah.
Well, no, early September. But they've been promising. Falcons been promising.
Does the season end later now? Because I remember the championship round ended in
October.
Near week 1 of the NFL a few years ago. Because I remember it was a big story.
Well, that's because this is the first time they expand with us.
Yeah,
Now, since it's expanding, they're trying to at least keep the season long, but at least trying to
not interrupt the
not
NBA.
interrupt like the NFL, or just trying to. They're doing right now as the format still best of fives, except for the finals. It turned to
Which is
7.
best of 7. Yeah.
So
Is the first round best of 5 also?
yeah, everything's best of 5 until
There's no best 7.
The finals.
The finals are best of 7
they just changed that
last year.
Last year, so I mean they're going to change things as it goes, just to keep the flow going, and keep the
Yeah.
excitement. 'Cause honestly, sorry, Drew. I just a little more thoughts. Like just overall, the WNBA is quite expanding, and you be like watching the Valkyries, just as the team that's here. You should watch it, because even going to one too, because it's quite thrilling. It's like
It's a different atmosphere.
yeah, different atmosphere, and like it's a little more exciting. A little.
They're so supportive too, like super supportive.
Sometimes how the NBA goes, it gets exciting here and there, then it kind of like, but like WNBA though, it's just a little different. There's more, I don't know, but it's like,
I mean, haven't you guys been to like a few games?
yeah,
I've been to one game.
and Drew and I've been to 2.
Too. Well, Lamont and I are gonna go more.
No, because I'm not in the Bay.
Hey,
Well,
you
you
got
go and miss this game.
the
Hopefully
Mystics.
I'll be there soon.
Yeah,
You
but
go
yeah,
and miss this game.
you watch them.
Yeah, my trainer actually told me he went to a Mystics game. I don't remember who they were playing against, but
Was it
I
exciting?
remember he went to like a game with like a buddy of his or something.
Was it
Yeah,
exciting?
you should go and miss this game, or in Liberty
I
if
mean,
you're
I
in New
didn't-
York.
I didn't ask him about it. I got to ask him about it whenever I'm on the team.
Yeah, just watch. Just like watching the WNBA, it's different. You feel the energy more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, Lamont and I are probably gonna go one more, or at least 1 or 2 more before the regular season ended. Yeah, yes, Jesse, you can come too, but Amon and I have been pointing for go more. By the way, Jesse. So
Apologize.
It'll be interesting to see how like a playoff game goes, like for the Valkyries.
hopefully we're not playing San Jose again. Hopefully you can play in our own arena this time. So
I did want to bring one more thing up before we wrap up. Tomorrow, I will be at Oracle Park for Giants and Angels.
Amon and I are going to
Hey.
Sunday's game.
What day?
I'm going Friday.
You're going Friday night? All
Are
right.
you
Oh,
going
me and
tomorrow?
Amon are going.
We're going Sunday.
Yeah, we're
so
going Sunday.
you're going tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going to tomorrow's game.
I was going to ask you, but I wasn't sure you were interested, because when I said it, you're like,
We're still going Monday, Tuesday also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amon and I are going three straight days in a row.
Oh, and also next week, I will be going. I don't know if I could join next Thursday because I will be going to San Diego, where I'll be watching the Giants and the Padres.
Oh,
That
have their
Saturday.
popcorn, by the way. Best
Okay.
popcorn I've ever tasted in any ballpark I've ever been to.
Oh, before we end, to the people who are watching this video, do you guys want us to vlog any of these games that we're going? Because let us know in the comments,
Yeah,
let-
new stadiums that we are going to.
yeah. But do you guys want us to vlog any of those games coming up? Because we can. This channel doesn't have to be a podcast, but we can also vlog if you guys want us to do it.
We'll try to. I mean,
We'll try to.
If you search those vlogs, the way they do it, it's fancy cameras to try to get stuff.
You can vlog with an iPhone. You can
I
vlog
don't
with
know
an iPhone.
on an iPhone, but we'll try our best.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on my vlog the Giants Angels game, or the three of us, and then Jesse might vlog in San Diego, or Jack in Baltimore, or DC, or even
Washington.
New York. Or even the three of us, me, Jesse, and Amon, go to the Valkyries game. We vlog that, It's just plenty of content, you guys want us to do. Because please, let us know. We'll be learned. We're eager to just do these things for y'all. Seriously, we're willing to do this. It just takes time and effort.
Yeah.
All right, anything else, guys?
Well, we got one. Well, I know were we talking about LeBron, or
Oh yeah.
are we?
We still have no heard no lose from LeBron. He was supposed to make his announcement like this week, but it still hasn't been announced. I mentioned the thing about like on the live stream, on the Heat's live stream, they quote accidentally leaked a press conference that they're going to have with LeBron with the Heat, allegedly on the 27th. And there was like a rumor about like this guy possibly getting fired and all that stuff. And all of a sudden, if you go to like a LinkedIn or an Indeed, you'll see that job opening is available. So that guy definitely got fired for that. So we still don't know where he's going to go. Still probably think Lake. We still probably think Cavs or Heat, and everybody just disappeared. And
No, I'm still here. I'm still here.
And we just hopefully he makes a decision soon, so that way he could just get it over with. And the funniest thing though would be if he just decides to go back to Lakers. It's like, I'm saying goodbye, but you know, I'll just go back. I think that'd be pretty funny personally. But
Well, will we have a decision part 2? Like the well, you know how I did it for 2010 when he decided like what team is going to do that? Will we have that this year? 2026 version of that. So
honestly, kind of hope that doesn't happen because then it's just gonna be like, I mean, he likes attention, so I think he's just gonna.
I still don't think the Warriors are happening. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I think the Warriors is unlikely at this point.
yeah.
But we have anything else to say, guys? Because I gotta make 2 final. Oh yeah, we're talking baseball. So far in baseball, not a whole lot going on because it's like mid-season and like we're already past like the All-Star break and everything else, and we talked about that in our last episode, I believe.
We did.
But I believe today the Dodgers, they went to the White House. Again, another reason to not like the Dodgers. And there's not really just a whole lot going on. I mean, there's a streak going on with the Red Sox, their longest winning streak since 1946.
15 in a row.
Got any baseball stuff?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. The Brewers are bound for the best record in MLB.
Nice.
How many wins do they have?
Well, 60 plus.
Oh, nice. That's really good.
I do
And
think the Giants should trade everybody except named Bryce Eldridge. And if they do get a crazy offer for Bryce Eldridge, then I would say to trade him. Because this team is going nowhere.
What kind of offer are you thinking?
Multiple almost MLB ready prospects.
I mean, yeah, as we know, folks, they battled, but bad luck always swings by. They got swept by the Royals. And we were talking about the Giants. Jesse's going tomorrow night. We're going Sunday. And who is that?
Monday, Tuesday.
I don't know if I can ever see.
Just the series coming up is the Angels. And actually, there's something I want to share about the Angels that my dad, so in case you guys didn't know, there was nothing much going on, but ESPN thought, let's just pick up the Angels game. They're against the Cardinals. The Cardinals are in the wild card, battling the wild card. And you know about the Angels, they're like 0-80 when it comes to bases score. The Giants, they can't score runs, but somehow the Angels, they're like 0-80 in I think
Score position. Run in score position.
And the funny thing of it all, they won it on a hit by pitch. A walk-off by pitch against the Cardinals. And we were like all excited. It's like they put up this stat and it's like, well, what do you know? They won a game.
How did they run?
Oh no, there was bases loaded.
Bases loaded.
Oh,
I'm bombing
no, I mean before that, how have they scored runs without having runners in scoring position? Have runners been scoring from first or home runs? Because I'm like, if runners are in scoring position, you're 0 for 80. Then I don't see how you're scoring any runs in that situation, unless it's a home run.
No, sorry, it's something about the ninth inning. I think it's just when it comes.
Oh, in the ninth inning. Okay.
In the ninth inning. Sorry, I'm trying to recall. Sorry, not in general, just in the ninth inning.
In the ninth inning.
Yeah. On scoring, and they did.
Wait, for the season or just like a current streak that they're on?
The season. They're
nope, that is also not true then by ESPN because they hit a walk-off homer against the A's.
I don't know. Shoot, there was some fact about they were 0-80 on something about bottom of the ninth scoring or something. Anyway, but I just thought to share. But anyway, the Giants got the Angels 3-game set. We'll see how it goes.
Swept again.
Because at this point, I thought maybe the Royals. I mean, they had chances, and then a walk-off on something, and so on and so on. Like it's been
they have nothing to play for at this point.
Like, as we always think, it's the coaching, it's the management, it's the talent. Heck, it's just overall. I mean,
I think the pitching honestly just sucks.
Yeah.
Like
even if hypothetically they go on a 15-game winning streak, they're still going to be like, is it 4 or 5 games under 500 still?
Yeah, but honestly, if
at least 10
just win like as many series as possible, like for example, you win like 9 series, then you could like possibly get back into it. But even then, they'd still be like a long way from it.
Here's a fact: I'm pretty new as a Giants fan. Drew, Jack, were you a fan?
Yeah, that was Barry Bonds' last chance to like get a World Series. He lost to Vladimir Guerrero and the Eagles.
Vladdy, I liked Vladimir and his son. No, with Toronto.
Yeah. I remember there was like trade talks of like a son get traded, and then all of a sudden like the Blue Jays won a crazy run and wound up in the World Series.
Are they still doing good this year?
I don't think so. I think they're like in 4th or 5th place because it's like it's the Rays, then it's the Yankees, and then it's the Red Sox. Like major winning streak.
Champion World Series hangover.
Yeah, we got anything else? Pretty sure that's it. Well, hold on. I got to make my 2 announcements. So announcement number 1. On our next podcast, and I'm gonna like talk to the guys about this. I kind of spoke Drew, Jesse. I kind of spoke with it to Amon a little bit. Drew, like, same thing I spoke to Amon. I want to do this next segment called 20-0. It's this website where you can do basketball, baseball, even like if you want to do golf, hockey. You try to go to this website and you try to draft the best team possible and go undefeated. It's hard to do. It's actually like some people find it impossible more than others, but
we can make it happen.
I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna work on it in our next episode, and so that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, next. So they also just did college football fantasy. I'm gonna try to create a league and invite as many people as possible. I'm gonna try to. If you guys want to do it, just let me know. But the only issue is it's in Yahoo. But I mean, you guys, I think you still have your Yahoo accounts. I mean, I don't know. Yes. And to everyone watching, you're free to join my league. Just like send a message in our DMs and I'll answer it. I'll give you like either my phone number, my email, and we can just go from there and we can do create a first ever college football fantasy league. So that's all I have. Let me see if I have anything else. Sorry, folks, give me a minute. Let's see.
All right. Well, before we conclude, apparently Jesse has something to say, and specifically to our host. So Drew and I will be.
Jack.
Yeah, what's up?
On the 4th of July, we had an epic battle, and I said I would want a rematch at some point.
Well, what are you talking about?
In EAFC 26.
Oh, that?
Yes,
I honestly haven't played the game since then.
I'll give you time to practice. I am officially challenging you to a match on this podcast in 2 weeks' time. I'll give you 2 weeks to prepare.
I got to. Okay, I gotta buy. I guess I gotta buy the game, but okay.
You accept my challenge?
Does it do crossplay?
Yes, it does.
It does. Okay, yeah, sure.
All right. It is official.
All right. Do you want to choose the same team as last time, or you want to choose different teams?
I'll think about it.
Do random.
Drew and Amon could be the commentators because I don't think we could play the actual sounds.
Yeah. Copyright reasons, you know.
So yes, get your soccer commentary voices ready, please.
Here comes Messi.
Well, we'll try and make it work. Jack, take us. Oh,
Take us
All
home.
right.
take us.
Take it home in Espanol.
Yeah. Gracias a todos por acompañarnos. Las agradecemos mucho su presencia. Esperamos que hayan disfrutado del episodio y que tengan una buena noche.